It's not an advisory, it is a hard and fast rule. So those are the reasons that we're here. Really, I don't know that there's much dispute about the facts. I've talked with the defense. It's really kind of boils down to, is there a consequence for when Mr. Smith stood before Your Honor and said, I ain't got no money, when he just a couple of weeks ago had $80,000 in his checking account. Your Honor, we think that that's a pretty substantial misrepresentation, and think that there needs to be a consequence as to bond for that, and that's why we filed a motion to revoke this one.
A little bit more communication with where you're going.
No way that I ever had any intention of throwing my nose at this court. Would never even dream of it. And I just didn't understand it when I went to the doctor and I drove by Walgreens on the way home. I couldn't drop my prescription off. It just didn't go through my mind like that. Trust me, I took a blood tour from these people here for a while now. And I fully understand what it means.
This represents a financial condition to the court. Concerned about discussion between counsel, defense, and Mr. Smith, misrepresenting Mr. Smith's financial status. Mr. Smith is also willfully violated the house arrest condition of his bond.
A stunning development today in the investigation into notorious crooked lawyer Alex Murdaugh. He's been indicted for the murder of his wife Maggie and son Paul. They were found shot to death at the family hunting lodge in South Carolina a year ago. Alex Murdaugh called 911 in tears, claiming he discovered the bodies.
I need to go into the bathroom immediately. My wife and child got badly.
Now prosecutors say it was Murdaugh who shot his wife twice in the head and chest with a rifle, then used a shotgun to kill his 22-year-old son. There is speculation that he may have deliberately touched the bodies to contaminate the crime scene.
I don't want you to touch them at all, okay? I already touched them to see if they were breathing.
Investigators say they found blood splatter from the victims on Murdaugh's clothes. Nancy Grace is the host of Crime Stories on Fox Nation.
You only get that blood pattern from high velocity fluid impact. It's like a spray, and you would only get that if you were 36 inches or less to the gunshot. That places him as the shooter.
The indictment comes after some extraordinary twists and turns. Murdaugh admitted to hiring a would-be assassin, his own cousin, to kill him so his surviving son could collect his life insurance. And he's in jail accused of embezzling millions from his family law firm and clients. What's the motive in this double murder? Why would Alex Murdaugh want his wife and son dead?
You got a lot of motive here. This guy had been embezzling millions of dollars from his law firm and from his clients. His wife was seeking a divorce after her checks start bouncing. She finds out the truth. In a divorce, all of his financial wrongdoing would have been uncovered. It's about money.
Murdaugh's attorney said in a statement today, Alex did not have anything to do with the murders of Maggie and Paul. He loved them more than anything in the world. Why do you think he believed he could get away with this?
If he murdered his wife and son, he probably thought, and for reason, he could outsmart police. He has been getting away with drugs and God only knows what else for years and years and years. Why would he think this would be any different?
You for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and also that share button. And please drop your comments below. All right. So I'm giving you guys an update on the Alex Murdaugh situation that's going on down here in South Carolina. It looks like the judge revoked the bond for Curtis Edward Smith, the man that shot him in the head last year. So I'm finna read up on some of what's going on. So it says a South Carolina judge revoked the bond Thursday for Curtis Edward Smith, the man accused of shooting disgraced Alex Murdaugh in the head last year in alleged insurance fraud scheme. Smith, a former acquaintance and client of Murdaugh, faced a myriad of charges in relation to his involvement with the former attorney. Judge Clifford Newman said Smith misrepresented his financial situation and willfully violated house arrest conditions of his bond. He added, Mr. Smith came to me from jail. His bond is revoked and he's put back in jail. Misleading the courts about money was the initial reason for the motion to revoke the bond, said the state prosecutor, adding that a GPS tracking information showed Smith visit Walmart, private residence, and other locations inconsistent with his house arrest. Defense attorney argued that Smith is a man of limited means and was driving for work-related and medical purposes. Smith was in court issued an apology saying in part he was not trying to hide the money. I've had to take almost all that money to buy myself out, he said. In June, Smith and Murdaugh were indicted by the South Carolina State Grand Jury on 2 counts of criminal conspiracies. According to the incident, over the course of 8 years, Murdaugh gave Smith hundreds of checks with common understanding that Smith would convert the checks into cash. With the proceedings going to Murdaugh's benefit with the intent of carrying on and concealing myriad unlawful activities. The charges against Murdaugh and Smith involve approximately 437 checks, totaling approximately $2.4 million that went from Murdaugh to Smith from October the 7th, 2013 through February the 28th, 2021. According to a news release from South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson's office. Smith was also charged with 4 counts of money laundering over $100,000, fraudulent, and 3 other drug offenses, including allegedly tracking over 10 grams of methamphetamine, according to the new release. On top of that, Smith is accused of shooting Murdaugh in attempting to insurance scheme in September of 2021. According to South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, the agency charged Smith with assisted suicide, assault and battery with a high and aggravated nature, pointing and presenting a firearm, insurance fraud, and conspiracy to commit insurance fraud. He ain't probably ever getting out of jail. He don't need to get out. That's too much. Murdaugh himself faces more than 70 charges related to the accusations of defrauding victims of nearly $8.5 million in different schemes. In July, the South Carolina Supreme Court disbarred Murdaugh. The announcement came just before he pled not guilty to the 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of possession of a weapon doing a violent crime in connection to the death of his wife, Maggie Murdaugh, and his youngest son, Paul Murdaugh. Both were found shot dead on the family's property in June 2021. So, looks like the man that allegedly, well, can't say allegedly because he did it, shot Murdaugh in the head, is going to stay in jail for a little while. I don't know why he was out on bond or house arrest in the get-go from the very beginning. So that's the update on that. And I also did a little research, and I've seen some YouTubers where Murdaugh got money. He still got money. And it might be hidden everywhere or whatever, but this man still got money. So they can miss us with that BS. Somebody he ain't got none. He spend it all on opioids or whatever the hell he was on. He can miss us with that. Ain't that much methadone or opioids in the world. You know what I'm saying? So he got money somewhere. And it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm gonna come back to y'all with some more updates. This is what I have for right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And drop some comments below. Tell me what you think. Do you think he killed his wife and son, or it was somebody else? Let me know. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and share. Thank you. I'm Renee Michelle.